In the beginning, the earth was a formless void. The darkness covered the deep, and the Spirit of God was moving over the formless void. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God separated the light from the darkness, calling the light day and the darkness night. Then God said, "Let there be a sky in the midst of the waters." And it was so. The waters above the sky were separated from the waters below. Next, God said, "Let the waters under the sky be gathered to one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. The land emerged from the waters, and God called the dry land earth. God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees of every kind." And it was so. The land sprouted with plants, trees grew, and they bore fruit. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the sky to separate the day from the night." God created the sun to rule the day, the moon to rule the night, and the stars to shine in the sky. In the waters, God created great sea creatures and every living thing that moves, with which the waters swarm. And God saw that it was good. In the sky, God created birds to fly above the earth. On the land, God created living creatures according to their kinds. God's creation was a masterpiece, a testament to his power and wisdom. From the light to the land animals, everything was beautiful. Then God created man from dust. God breathed life into Adam, and Adam's eyes opened. He struggled to sit up, learning to control his new body. As he gained strength, he began to explore the environment, marveling at the beauty around him. Adam admired the fishes swimming in the waters, and he continued to discover the wonders of creation. God gathered the animals, and Adam began to point at them, giving them names. The animals seemed happy with their new names. As Adam continued to explore, he was seen piling up stones, and later he sat alone, looking lonely and bored. Then God put Adam into a deep sleep and created a companion from one of Adam's side bones. When Adam woke up, he was utterly astonished, taken aback by the radiant beauty standing before him. The woman, Eve, had a stunning smile that lit up her face, and her eyes sparkled with life. She began to speak to Adam, her voice gentle and soothing, but Adam was still in shock, his eyes fixed on her in wonder. As she walked towards him, her beauty and presence captivated him. Over the days, Adam took Eve on a grand tour of the Garden of Eden, introducing her to the wonders of creation. They strolled through the lush greenery, admiring the vibrant flowers and towering trees. They explored the caves, marveling at the sparkling crystals and glittering gemstones. They walked along the crystal-clear rivers, watching the fish swim and play in the waters. Adam showed Eve the majestic animals, and they laughed and rejoiced together in the beauty of the garden. As they explored, enjoying the fruits of the trees, God came to them. He instructed them to stay clear from a particular tree at the middle of the garden, emphasizing the importance of obedience. Despite the warning, God's plan for humanity was for them to live in harmony with nature, enjoying the beauty of the garden. He wanted humans to experience joy, peace, and abundance in the midst of his creation. God's original design for humanity was one of perfect harmony with creation, where humans could live in peace, enjoy the beauty of nature, and benefit from the abundance of the earth. He created the world for humans to thrive in, to appreciate its beauty, and to live in fellowship with him. God's kindness, goodness, and perfect plans for humanity are a testament to his love for us. He desires for us to live in a world free from suffering. where we can enjoy the fruits of His creation and walk in harmony with Him. Will the world go back to God's initial plan? As Eve talks to the serpent, she's on the brink of making a fateful decision. The serpent convinces her that eating the forbidden fruit will open her eyes to the difference between good and evil. Eve looks at the tree, and temptation gets the better of her. She plucks the fruit and takes a bite. As she does, her eyes open, and scales fall from her eyes. She then gives the fruit to Adam, who takes a bite without thinking. Immediately his eyes open, and scales fall from his eyes as well. They realize their mistake and try to hide from God. God came to the garden, and Adam and Eve were hiding. But God calls out to them, "Adam, where are you?" Adam is scared, and God begins to speak to them about their disobedience. God tells Adam, "Because you have listened to the voice of your wife, and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you not to eat, cursed is the ground because of you. In toil you shall eat of it all the days of your life." To Eve, God says, "I will greatly multiply your pain in childbearing. In pain you shall bring forth children." And to the serpent, God says, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and above all beasts of the field." As they stand at the entrance of the Garden of Eden, they're filled with regret, uncertainty, and a sense of the way forward. Their life will never remain the same. They don't know what the future holds, and the weight of their disobedience hangs heavy on their faces. Adam and Eve are now facing their new reality. Adam is seen constructing a shelter for his family, still filled with regret, preparing for the arrival of their new child. Eve has become a mother, and they're admiring their newborn baby, a fulfillment of God's promise of multiplication. As the days go by, Adam is working hard to provide for his family, coming in with a donkey and carrying a load of edibles, just as God has made it. Eve is busy with her daily tasks, a reflection of the challenges they now face. Eve is making meals for her family, but their life is still filled with struggle, not in line with God's initial plan for humanity. As life turns, Eve becomes pregnant for the second child, facing the reality of her new life. She's sitting beside the fire with Adam, facing the consequences of their actions squarely. But even in the midst of struggle, there's hope. According to Revelation 21:4, God says, "He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away." In the end, God's plan for humanity will prevail.